Hello, people. I got a couple things I want to get off my chest, just to bring everybody up to date on a few things. One, this channel has been growing. Um, I have another channel up called Wrestling with the Devil, which is growing quickly. We just put up a video that got 13,000 views now. And I'm enjoying doing this. But the hardest part about doing this are people that are treacherous. So I'm going to start with a couple treacherous people. But before I do that, I want to discuss Danny Trio. Danny Trio came onto this show 5 months ago. And when he came onto this show, he really helped me a lot. Nice guy. Um, Family man. Definitely a good person. Is it unfortunate that Danny has decided to move on? Yes. Do I blame him? No. Here's a man that's had his life torn apart, and he's insulted despite the fact that he's a family man, owns a business, owns a couple homes, and does well in life. And we have people here on YouTube judging Danny Trio, and their lives aren't even together. That's what you got here. But okay. So he decided to leave. And Danny didn't screw me over or nothing. It was done amicably between the both of us. And it was just time for Danny to move on. He was gaining nothing here except abuse. And it affected him personally. He has a son to raise, a son who's still a teenager. And when you leave this and you start fighting with people, it's easy to take it into your personal life. So I wish Danny the best. I consider Danny a friend. And Danny is a good man. Never expected the animals to be the way they are on here, but they are like that. And when I say the animals on here, I'm talking about people that are treacherous. First, let's get into Mike Dibella. Mike Dibella. Mike Dibella reached out to Danny and I that he wanted us to do a story about him and an actual made man who was a captain. I'm not going to say his name, and because he's still alive. But this guy, Mike Dibella, wanted us to do a story on Jimmy Calandra, how Jimmy Calandra ran from him in Las Vegas. So we did the story, and he was happy. And then he said something about putting up a picture of him and his wife. He sent us the picture, and that was a poor excuse. And then behind the scenes, he's working with Convict Inc. And he's saying all these horrible things about another podcaster here. Horrible. And I've seen texts where this guy says horrible things about this podcaster. And then I find out that he's offering my partner money to leave my show. He's offering, he even talks about him having a studio and offering him a position in the studio to leave my show. Now, remember this. I do not even know Mike Dibella. But Mike Dibella is working behind the scenes to tear mine and Danny's show apart. Why? If he doesn't like me, that's fine, because I probably wouldn't like him. But he's been very treacherous. Then he goes on to Convict Inc., and Convict Inc. will confirm this. He tells Convict Inc. horrible things about this other podcaster. Horrible. Calls him every name in the book. And then Convict Inc. exposes him. Talks about what Mike Dibella is all about. And boom, would you imagine Mike Dibella pops open on this third show. And at this time, he's mad at me and Danny. And he contacts Danny over and over again. And he contacts Danny to let Danny know how much he still doesn't like this other podcaster, how he's trying to get Jimmy Calandra to come to Las Vegas because he wants to hustle Jimmy Calandra into coming into Las Vegas so he could settle up with him. This stuff's actually going on behind here, people. So you got this guy, Mike Dibella, who thinks he's like some type of gangster. Gangsters don't act like this. Real gangsters aren't on YouTube. Real gangsters are not going behind the scenes trying to destroy shows. Real gangsters do not sell out people continuously. I mean, people that they're trying to form a bond with. Then making a bribe to destroy a show. You want a show out of the way, so you're going out of your way. And what's Mike Development going to do? He's going to go, well, Lee said that shit. I'm going to go get my lawyers now, and I'm going to sue him. Because he's already threatened that with Convict Inc. But Mike Dibella, you do not know me. I don't know you. But if you think that I'm going to sit back and let you talk all the crap, try to destroy my show. And yes, this is my show. I built this show. I've had several people that have been partners with me. And they move on, usually because they can't take the battering and the beatings that these other people do to them. But me, I'm a strong old bastard. I can take it, Mike Dibella. And by coming after me and talking a bunch of crap behind my back continuously when you don't know nothing about me as a person except what you hear from these losers, that doesn't work here, dude. So you keep on doing what you want to do, but why don't you answer people and say, why are you right now in touch with Danny Trio? And then you're talking to FBS, and FBS has just trashed the shit out of Danny Trio. But yet you're talking to Danny Trio, sending him still telling him what a piece of garbage FBS is. See, you guys aren't here. You ex wannabe gangsters. You guys are the sleaziest people on here. The things that you do behind the scenes. I used to really question Justice Tech Pro because I used to say, what he's saying is an exaggeration about these guys. And Mike Dibella, I'm not calling you a snitch because no one knows. But we know that you have no honor. You want my attention, Mike Dibella. You got my attention now. Okay, so that's it. You can call me names and whatever. But if you think that you get a free pass at me, you're going to learn one thing. I've been on here for 1.5 years. Nobody gets a free pass at me. There's been people saying things lately. I've been giving them a free pass because I've been kind of tongue-tied because I have a partner. Had a partner. Don't have that partner no more. So things are different now. And I will defend myself. And you didn't do it, Mike. You didn't destroy this show like you wanted to do. Shame on you for even thinking about it. There's people that come on this show and like this show. There's a reason for it. So you keep on talking crap and wrapping people around your fingers. But they're fools for buying into your big hustle. Because that's all it is. It's a hustle. And you're not very good at it because people can't see through you. Convict Inc. seen through you once you started leaving those messages. Horrible messages about other podcasters that you're now in bed with. You can't make this shit up. So Mike Dibella, that's me on you. That's the last time I discuss you, unless you want to take this a little bit further. Gene Borrello. You made a fool of yourself last night, Gene. You went on to another show, and on that show, you said that you still have to go to your cases up in New York. And one of the things that you're not supposed to be doing is being on the internet. See, Gene, this has always been your problem. When I tried to be your friend, I looked at things a whole lot differently when it came to people who were rats. And unfortunately, I did that with you, Gene. I'm an older guy. I have a son your age. I figured maybe Gene was just one of those guys that was misunderstood. And as it turned out, he is definitely his own worst enemy. I remember one of the last conversations I had with him, and this is when I basically cut it off with Gene. Gene told me that he was going to Florida to be with the woman that he had just threatened in a motel video. And I said to Gene, Gene, if you're going to be with that woman, man, I can't talk to you. You're self-destructing. I said, why are you going back in Florida? Take care of your case up here, do your thing. But see, he's not able to do that. He's not able to do that at all. Do I think there's a nice side of Gene? Yeah, I do, actually. But do I think that his thoughts takes him in bad places? Yes. Gene, all your issues are with women. All your issues are breaking down doors, going after women, threatening their lives. So it's obvious that maybe you should be getting your crap together and stop worrying about women. You still have an open case, Gene. You haven't even been charged yet. I mean, you're doing things that are shocking, and you're lucky because the feds don't care. They just don't care. They don't care when they're the guys that they've brought in, the guys that they've gotten to rat on other people and to send people away to prison, blow a gasket. And Gene, you blow your gasket more than anybody. And eventually it's going to catch up to you. You keep putting your middle finger up to the people that got you out of prison. And eventually that is not going to be allowed. And this is what these guys do. And this is why when Justice Tech Pro was talking about these guys in general, they have no loyalty. You can't trust them because they've done the lowest level thing. Then, you can't talk about Ronnie G. You put the man in prison, G. You put him away in prison. You took him from his family. Was Ronnie G a gangster? Yes, he was a gangster. But he wasn't going around killing people in the streets. You don't want to take your medicine. You know how angry that families must be seeing you out there doing this and acting like this, and the feds not doing their job, letting you do this. And then, when you did this thing on another podcast yesterday, do you think that podcaster cares about you? No, he doesn't care about you. You brought him on, you made him some money, and you got him mediocre views. And you made a jerk of yourself. You came on here, you attacked Stacks. Now, do you think that Stacks, no, I know Stacks. Stacks came after me a few times, pretty hard. Do you think that Stacks is just going to let it go, what you did? No. Now he's going to try everything to get you in trouble. And do I blame him? No, you said things about him and his mother. Why would you go after his mother? There's my biggest regrets here is dealing with any of these people that were pretty much taken in by the government. None of them have any loyalty. None of them, they'll stick you in the back so quick, whether it's Gene Borrello, John A. Light, or Catullo Jr. You try to take them in, you try to understand them, you try to be friends with them. You can't be friends with them because they're a whole different breed of people. And see, the feds know what they're doing. They go after the weakest links. They know who the weakest links are. And they prey on these weak link people. And if you look at guys like Jimmy Calandra, Catullo, Jim Barillo, Panisi, you can go on and on. There's so many rats on here, you can go on and on forever. But these are the guys that they go after because they know they're weak. And they will sing like birds. So if anybody's planning on coming after this channel, I will put up videos like this. My job with this channel is to keep it growing and get my other channel growing, which is doing very well. Us content makers, we need to do our own crap, man. Right now, we're being, there's certain channels around here being controlled by the rats. Was I one of them at one time? Yes. But you know what happened? One morning I woke up and I realized it was a bad thing. I was warned about it and I didn't listen. And I saved this channel because I got rid of these rats. You will never see another rat on here. Sammy Gravano can come to me tomorrow and say, Lee, I will give you an interview. I would not do it. There's no honor amongst these people whatsoever. God knows you guys pulled my record. Everybody knows what my record is in my life. Have I made mistakes? Yes. Do you see ratting on there? No. Do you see beating women on there? No. Do you see any domestic battery on there? No. But for many other people, you will. So it's kind of hypocritical to attack people because of their record. My record's been on here for a year and a half. Anybody can go on to Ben Verified and see my record. Anybody. It's that simple. It's not impossible. No one's discovering nothing. What Lee Cole's done is out there. No more surprises. Was Lee Cole a scumbag at some time in his life? Hell yeah, big scumbag. Is Lee Cole still a scumbag? Only to those I have to be a scumbag with now. And this is why I'm calling you out, Gene. And this is why I'm calling you out, Mike Dibella. See, Mike Dibella, I don't know you. You probably are a good man. You probably work hard for your money. You probably have a good family and stuff. But you got caught up in a sleazy world of MobTube. And then you tried to destroy my show, and you don't even know me. You just know what a bunch of people that are basically a whole shitload of mob fanboys. You're one of them. And there's a whole lot of mob fanboys in here. I'm not a mob fanboy. I'm a content creator. I have to study when I do something on Mobster, and I mess it up sometimes. Never was a mob fanboy. There's a lot of people in here that are, though. This is all I want to say, people. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Gene Borrello, if you get mad, I really don't care, Gene. You're going low level now. You're showing up on people's shows that you hate and despise. Same with you, Mike Dibella. You took the third choice to get your word out. The third choice. And Mike Dibella, if you mention my name, I'll dedicate a half-hour video to you. I will make you take me to court. I will make you sue me. This is where we can become people. Oh, and Mike Dibella, if you're going to try to get this channel taken down, this show right here, if they tell me to take it down, I'll take it down. You know why? Because I got out what I have to say. I got it off my chest. But you are actually a public figure now. You came on, you made a bunch of statements what a badass gangster you were. You said you confirmed what a badass gangster Bill Catullo Jr. was and who you know in the street, and you worked in industries that kicked money up to the mob. That's what you were saying, dude. Is it true? I don't know if it's true. Maybe it is. But I don't give a hoot who you are. You're not going to come after me and get a free pass. With that, people, I'm going to say, please sub to this channel. I hope you like this video. Also, Wrestling with the Devil. New podcast that I have. Just Google it, put it in. I'll put the link underneath the show. Please sub to that channel. It's growing real fast. And I'm going to be doing work over there and here. And you'll see me with certain partners at times. But let's get one thing straight, people. When it comes to my channels, they're my channels. Now, if I have people working with me or wanting to help me, great. But at the end of the day, these are still my channels. Nobody runs me. People will say, oh, he's on Angel Gotti's show. You know why? Because I like Angel Gotti. That's why I'm on her show. There's a person that gets unfairly attacked on a continuous basis, but she fights back. They hate that. They hate that. Some people take advantage of that. But, if those other people attack me, then I will talk about them and put some facts out there. But if you think I'm some stupid old man that's just going to sit back and take a beating, you got another thing coming. I'm Mike Dibella and Gene Borrello. I hope that you understand that today. Best luck to both of you. Like I said, please sub to this channel. Please go to my wrestling channel. And if you haven't hit the like button for this video. And also, if you haven't subbed, please sub for the channel. Thank you all.